Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thank you guys for joining me again for another video. This is Living History Militaria, and today I'm going to be going over some new exciting items in my collection here. I don't have a whole lot, but I do have some pretty exciting items under here, so let's go ahead and get into it. I got two new patches here. Fleet Marine Force in the Pacific. This one is artillery. There's a whole bunch of different variations of these with different pieces in the middle there. This one is for artillery though. You can see must have been in a scrapbook or something at one point. Let's see, I know I have a couple examples up here actually. I'm trying to fill in this collection. Here's a couple other examples that I have. And I also got a nice Ghost Division patch here, 18th Airborne. Attached tab. Also is in a scrapbook, it looks like. It's nice cheesecloth stitching here. It's pretty cool. Those will be added into the ever-growing patch collection. And right over here, I have underneath this, which I'm going to save, I think, for towards the end of the video. Got a couple of books underneath here. These actually, my grandpa gave me a call. He lives down in Florida and had a community garage sale and asked if I was interested in some patch books, and I said absolutely. So he was kind enough to buy them for me at the yard sale and send them on up. So I do actually have this one. This is in a paperback version though, and it is from my wife's grandfather. U.S. Military Shoulder Patches of the U.S. Armed Forces, 3rd edition here. In here, looks like whoever had this was some sort of collector. 169 total different patches. There's a little old address in there. And then going through here, it looked like whoever had this book was kind of keeping tabs on what patches they had and what patches they didn't have, because there's like little check marks and stuff like that next to a bunch of these things. So underneath this is a different book, American Military Insignia by William Fowler. This is pretty cool. It's got a nice dust jacket on it. This one's got a lot more reading. The 3rd edition one is pretty much strictly pictures and a list of what they are. But this is pretty cool. Chapter 1, Making and Faking. And it goes through and through here. The history behind shoulder insignia and whatnot. A lot of cool pictures. And again, whoever owned this must have been checking off what they had and didn't have. So that's pretty cool. I won't go too much into depth about that. And also, there's this little fold-out poster right here, which is pretty sweet. This has, let's see, I think this folds out 3 times. Just got a whole bunch of random patches and metal bars or metal ribbons. Miscellaneous shoulder sleeve insignia here. Got a couple different eras. Air Force, couple Marines, headquarters, regimental combat teams, bunch of different Air Force tabs up here, and all your ribbon bars down here. So that was pretty cool. That was folded up in there. And also the last thing that came with this little grouping is the discharge paperwork. You can see it right here. Nice eagle up at the top. The memory of Clifford E. Heron, grateful nation in recognition of devoted and selfless to the service, a country, consecration to the service for our country and the armed forces of the United States. Signed by Bill Clinton, which is pretty cool. He was a major in the Air Force, I think, during... actually, it says so right here because it comes with a picture. Duh. The picture right here is of his grave. I think this is somewhere down in Florida as well, but this was taken a while ago in 2006. Major United States Air Force in Korea and Vietnam. So pretty cool. Unknown family member holding the flag. I'm trying to do some research and see maybe who this was or whatnot, but I thought it was interesting. And underneath the books, got a nice press release photo. I'm going to take you in here a little bit. You got an MP standing in the background over here. Soldier with an M1 carbine, M1 Garand with a bayonet on this one. This is cool. And they're hustling some German prisoners of war through this disheveled town. You can see right here, German prisoners rounded up near Brest, which is in France. With rifles hurried German prisoners through a street in a town near Brest. Key port city on the French Brittany Peninsula. So, pretty cool. There's some writing on the back. I'm not sure what that says, but... And up next, just a quick disclaimer. I do not support any ideations or anything to do with the Third Reich, yada yada. Just trying to save my butt on YouTube. So, I got these two together. These are both the NSDAP weekly quote propaganda posters that would be posted around, certain cities and whatnot. Basically, every week they would have a quote from some famous German figure of history. There's a whole bunch of them out there. You can find them everywhere. Right here, I got a little freebie thrown in. This is pretty interesting because I buy from this person a lot. So he likes to throw in some press photos for free sometimes. So right here, it's pretty cool. You have a Filipino woman sitting here with this massive snake. Just kind of hanging out. And then if you flip it over, the ABC, what do you want to call it, printing or press company. And then on the back here, I haven't deciphered it yet. Something to do with in the Philippines and a 7-meter long boa constrictor. So pretty crazy, a 20-foot or so boa constrictor, but cool little freebie. And if we take a look here, got some very nice writing, some different color, a quote by the leader. Down here you can see NSDAP, 18th of May, 1940. Pretty cool. And this one right here, the background is pretty crazy. And the 1st of September, 1939. You can see down here. All the official stuff. So I thought these were really awesome. They're going to pair really well together, and it's going to look great. Alrighty, for this next little bit, again, I'm going to thank Dean's Military Antiques on Instagram again. Check him out if you haven't. He's got a whole bunch of wicked cool stuff for some really nice prices. So I got these all together. We got a 1944, very faded, but you can still see it on the front here, US. This one is kind of interesting because it seems like the canteen almost disappears in this canteen cover. It's very tall. Forgot the date is on here somewhere, but it's extremely faded right over here on this side. But you can open it up. Snaps are still good. And here we go. A couple indentations from where the buttons used to sit on it. S&M Co. 1944. Just a nice, honest canteen. Cap is very squeaky. So, got that to go with the canteen collection. Also got this. This is pretty neat. I thought this was just a normal mess tin. This one is a AGM Co. 1942. It's got a little DIY latch here for the locking piece for the handle. But if you flip open, once I got this and was looking it over, I had flipped open the handle and seen this. There's a laundry number right here stamped on the inside, which narrows it down to about a dozen or so people. So I'd have to trace a little bit further than that, but there we go. Inside, still in awesome shape. And then right here I got these two. This one, if anybody could help me out with this one, any help is greatly appreciated. I'm not sure what this box is, but it came with this Jeep first aid kit. So it's got vents in the top. It's very heavy, all made of steel and everything. It's got a couple of things here welded on the back of it. It's got a latch on the front, and it does open. Nothing in there. Wasn't sure if this was used for first aid or just for spare parts or something like that. So not exactly sure what it is, but we'll take it. But this is a really, really cool piece. This one is, like I said, a Jeep first aid kit for emergency use only. And if we go ahead and pop these open, it is not filled per se, but it does have, let me set you down here for a second, it does have the table of contents though, so that's better than just an empty box. Again, still in just awesome shape. The rubber grommet around here is still in awesome shape, still sealable. But yeah, check this out. Motor vehicle kit. It's got instructions here for burns, for eye injuries, for hemorrhaging, for wounds, carbon monoxide poisoning, drowning, electric shock, other causes, fractures and sprains. Made in Pittsburgh. And here is the table of contents. This is everything that would have been right here in this box, all stacked up nice and neat. Yeah, your gauze bandages, your compression bandages, adhesive bandages, triangular compressed bandages, burn kits, iodine, cool stuff. Tourniquet, scissors, and forceps, all that good stuff. It'd be cool to now hunt for the contents and fill this thing up and make it a complete one. And 755 is painted on the back here, so not sure if maybe that was the Jeep number or maybe some sort of identifying number. But either way, this thing is going to look awesome right up there, top shelf, with the Jeep first aid gas casualty first aid kit. So really excited to display those two. Okay, and finally, this lovely piece of history right here. Super excited when I found this. I don't have any of these in my collection right now. I do have P-17 Doughboys. However, I do not have one that has hand-painted camouflage on it. And this was a bucket list item because I absolutely love the look of that old-time Splinter camo, the turtle shell camo, the turtle shell camo. So I'll give it a little spin there. It's missing most of the paint on the top, but you could still kind of see remnants of some oranges and some browns. This is more of an orange, and then this is more of like a burgundy. You got some grays, some browns, some bright orange. Nothing inside the helmet. There's a little tiny bit of the remnants of the, it used to be the padding there for the liner, but nothing else, unfortunately. That's all right, though. And heat stamp of 199 ZD, which I think I actually have another ZD manufacturer. But anyway, this thing is just freaking awesome. And it is going to go right in with all the other World War I helmets right on the display head, so I can display that properly. But that's going to be it for me. I do have more stuff coming. It's kind of a slow but sure process. Still kind of finding stuff. So stay tuned. I want to thank you guys again for watching and commenting and whatnot. I love interacting with you guys. So stick around, and we will see you guys in the next video.